So today we're going to look at reviewing, evaluating expressions using the order of operations. We just finished working with exponents, so that allows some time to practice exponents. It allows time to practice our evaluating expressions. So you guys know the order of operations, commonly referred to as PEMDAS. It's a mnemonic that works pretty well, as long as you remember for these multiplication, division. Anyway, so it's, sometimes kids remember it as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Whether you remember it that way or not, but those are some ways to remember the order of operations. Okay, again, this is just like a checklist. Just a checklist in which shows you the order to evaluate things so you have the same answer as everybody else. It's like following traffic laws. Okay? So it's really basically just a checklist. The first part, again, is the P for please. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The first part is parentheses or grouping symbols. The second thing to check off your list is exponents, which we worked with a bit. We'll continue practicing. Then it comes down to checking for multiplication or division. That must be completed left to right. That's the only way to determine priority. The exact same thing for adding and subtracting. The last operations, usually, to evaluate, they must be evaluated left to right. Okay? So we'll do a couple practice. I'll do a couple practice problems. Have you do a couple. And then your assignment will be practicing evaluating. Okay? So let's go ahead and start. 32 divided by a difference of 12 and 8 squared plus 7. Okay? Again, just a quick checklist. Parentheses are more than just parentheses. They're just, grouping symbols. So it's parentheses, could be absolute value bars. Sometimes you might even refer to it as the division symbol. Brackets, could even be a radical. Okay, so there are more things out there than you've been exposed to at this point. So I'm checking for parentheses, and obviously we have these. So I'm going to complete what's within those first. And then notice what I'm doing, and this is what I want for you to do. I want you to do one thing and then copy everything else. Exactly the way it is, right in front of your face. Okay? So what I did was, I just evaluated this. And yes, took me longer. My brain was jumping ahead of my hand, but I had to slow it down because I want to show everything. For when things get really complicated, you'll have a clear track record of what you've done. Okay? So in a way, it's like checking that off. We checked off the parentheses. Now we have an exponent. We do 4 squared is 16. I can now drop the parentheses since really all they were there is to just sort of separate this 4 maybe from the division and show off the exponent. And then I'm going to copy the plus 7. Okay? So we can check off parentheses, we can check off exponents. Now we're going to scan for multiplication, division. Well, there's division right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. One division step. 32 divided by 16 is 2. And then the check that off, there's no more. The very last operations, in this case, it's addition. Okay? So when you follow the order of operations, also, in addition to that, not only have you followed the order of operations, but as you're evaluating, you're showing every single step. You're going to do one thing, copy the rest. Do one thing, copy the rest. Do one thing, copy the rest. Okay? All right, good. Here's another great example, taken straight out of your textbook. Looks something like this. Okay, you go ahead and start. Very good. So, again, checking through here, no parentheses. We definitely have exponents right here. So that's going to be 8. 2 cubed is 8. You have to remember that. So parentheses done. Exponents done. Check. Now multiply or divide. Well, look. Hop over to subtraction, straight to the multiplication. 8 times 3 is 24. Copy, copy. Last step, subtract. Nice job. Okay? Good. A couple other examples. Okay? This is a good one here. It shows different type of grouping symbols. I don't know if I can get away with calling it grouping symbols all the time, but it's one way to think of it. Because if you don't, then it doesn't really fit order of operations, I guess. So in a way, I want to consider this a grouping symbol because it's sort of forcing me to do these two things first. So within that grouping symbol, in order for me to do this is division, obviously, I have to divide. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to do the exponent first. And then hop over the addition to go to the division. 81 divided by 3. Oh, sorry. It's 27. My brain got ahead of me. And then good. Last step here. The addition. Okay. Alright, great. Got another one. Alright, go ahead. Very good. So, again, no parentheses. Definitely have exponents. Do one thing, copy the rest. Okay, I'm scanning and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking and I'm scanning. Parentheses are done, exponents are done. Multiply or divide left to right. Multiply. So I'm going to pick this out of the center. 16 twice is 32. Copy, 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 copy. And then I'm down left with adding or subtracting. Again, this is a perfect situation. Add or subtract, but it has to go left to right. So since this one is on the left, it'll definitely get the priority before the addition. So 89 minus 32 is 57. And then 57 plus 12. Wonderful. Okay? And your last step in that case was to add. All right. Very good. Got a couple others. Oh, I wrote it wrong. That's all right. Alright, this one's pretty straightforward. There's no parentheses. We do have exponents. 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. Copy, 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 copy. Parentheses done. Exponents done. Now multiply or divide. I see this here. 384. Okay, so all the multiplications are gone, so now I'm left with adding or subtracting. I have to go left to right. Left to right, so that's what I'll do here. So this is additions on the left, and that's on the right. So I'll do this first. 396 minus 6. There's your answer. Alright. Very good. A couple others, and then I'll set you loose to work on your own. Now we've got 6 cubed minus okay, that's kind of a weird one. Alright, here we go. You do it. Great, so first parentheses. Within the parentheses, the sum of 5 and 2. 7. Copy, 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 copy. Copying this, copying that. Very good. So parentheses, the grouping symbol's pretty well gone. I mean, these are here, yes, but they represent an exponent. So there's really nothing inside here to do. So exponents, we'll do that next. Okay, great. So we have another exponent. 6 cubed. Well, 6 times 6 is 36. Times 6 again. 216. Okay, so exponents are done. There's no multiplication or division, so we'll skip down to the last operations. Add or subtract, left to right. So this will get done first because it's on the left, and then we'll do that last. So 216 minus 49, make that 20, that's 7, that's 16. So it's 167, and then the last step would be to add the 14. Okay, last operation. 181. All right, very good.